Guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to Chris with the C. Hope you're all doing well. Thank you very much for joining me today, guys. Right, let's crack open, let's start doing a build tree. Now, first things first, what I normally do with any build, get myself a nice beverage. Alright, we're going to put it in my glass here. I'm going to take a little sip, and this is the start of the build. So, I hope you're all well, I hope you're all having a great day. It's Friday night here in the UK. I am going to be starting this build and enjoying the build. Now, I haven't done one of these for 20 years, so it's going to be fun. I am looking forward to this very, very much. Right, leave that right there. Right, okay, so Tekno MT410 2.0. We're going to start off with bag A. I'm also going to get the instructions out. Let's have a look. So bag A would be in this box. Let's just have a quick peek. Let's move the box out of the way, shall we? Let's get the instructions on the go. Let's have a nice refreshing sip of my drink. Right. Very much looking forward to actually doing this build. I used to love sitting down for hours actually going through everything, having a good old read, checking over everything. So bag A is your center differential. Alright, and it's showing you how to put it all together. Got a couple of little things that I use for parts. Got a nice cube tray, believe it or not. I find that really good because your screws don't tend to fall out, and a magnetic tray. Right, let's get bag A. Now, I'm not some racer, I'm not this, that, the other, I'm just an enthusiast, guys. We're going to be getting the car put together in whichever way fashion that I think is suitable. Does say step 1, step 2, so let's have a look. We also need the diff oils that they provided. Right, okay, so step 1, let's have a look. So we want, let's open the bag up, shall we, and have a little look. Put the parts out. So spur gear. And then we got the parts bags. So it looks like pins. Some sort of washer by the looks on things, O-rings, and also the pins look nice quality actually, bearings, out drives, and obviously your planetary and sun gears and some screws. So I'll tell you what we'll do is we'll put this into my lucky tray here. So 1, 2. I will say, mind, the gears and everything feel of a lovely, lovely quality here. Screws. Okay, then open this one up. This is my bearings. Now, what I might do, yeah, that's okay. So we got bearings, out drive. Looks really nice quality. And some sort of dog bone. I don't know is that metal? No, it's composite. Well, that's unusual. So the little piece of plastic there is for obviously putting your portal gears on in the diff case. Interesting, they've used plastic there, mind. So there's got to be a reason. Let's put this back in here. Put everything in the tray and then work off the tray. These pins can go over there. O-rings, there should be one more O-ring here somewhere. There's one more there. Right. Right, let's get rid of the rubbish. Honestly, I've been craving this. Really hard to explain. Alright, okay, so it looks like what it's asking me to do here is get myself TRK. Have a quick look. Okay, so the bearing goes on top of there, so it does ask for grease. So we need to open this bag up. Thread lock, black grease, differential oil 100k, and we've also got 700 shock oil, 600 shock oil, and 50k. So that is the part there. Let's just put the bearing on, shall we? So it has asked for a little bit of grease around the bottom. Trying to pierce that. Oh, it's coming out. A little bit of black grease around the bottom. Okay, then it's asked for a bearing. Is that right? Yeah, bearing. No, it doesn't look like bearing. To be honest with you, baggy. Try grease, recess. Oh, okay, I got you. Right, bearing goes on the case. It's nice and tight. And this goes inside there like so. Right, then an O-ring. So obviously you got it inside there. So we need one O-ring. Do I need grease on the O-ring? Yeah, I do need grease on the O-ring. So a little bit of grease on my O-ring. And what that actually does, that bit of grease seals up the bottom. Now what I like to use with O-rings is a pair of pliers. So that's now down inside there. Okay, and then it's asking for this washer to go down on top. So got the O-ring pushed inside, washer then goes in. So at the top like so. And O-ring, washer, O-ring, and then we're asking for a planetary gear to go on top and a pin. Okay, how do I get that in there? That's a question. Very interesting. Okay, so the pin must be able to go inside. Right, take another sip of the beer. It's interesting that there's no screw on the side actually to push a pin through. So if I grab hold of the pin with pliers, I might get this inside. Question. Yes, I can. Okay, so as you can see there, or might not, there you go. So obviously, output drive, or dog bone, bearing, O-ring, And then we're going to put our planetary on top. Okay, so that's all in. Right, that's step one. Let's get this a second. Let me stand here, shall we? Right, so that's step one. Where are we going now? Let's put these back over here, shall we? Step two is put in your planetaries. So this little piece of plastic that we mentioned, put the planetaries in. One there. One there. One there. Now the interesting thing is when you assemble this diff, there's no shims in this one actually. I know a lot of the RTR manufacturers, they shim up, so I'm hoping this is like a really good fit. And then pop that inside the diff, I believe. Is that right? Yeah. So placing that, my god, that's nice and neat and tidy there. Really, really nice. There's no need for shimming there, that's for sure. I can't even. Yeah, really, really, really taut there. Feels great. Right, okay, so that is step two. What's step three? Step three is filling your diff oil up with 100k. Now, and it does say on the manual here to fill up just sort of 3/4 of the way. So we'll do that now. There you go. Make sure you put plenty in there, guys. Alright, and then what I suggest is letting this settle for about 10 minutes. Let all the bubbles come out and raise the top. Okay, I'm going to turn the gears a second. So what I'm going to do now is pause 2 seconds. Alright, and then we'll come back in a sec. I'm just going to let that settle down. Be back in a second. Right, okay, so it's been 10 minutes. The differential have less settle, let any bubbles come out. So that... what Tekno are actually saying by here is fill with 100k, but make sure that it's 1mm below the actual sort of the top of the diff case. So I've done that. The next step now is actually building, let me just put that back, but there is building the spur gear part and obviously the output drive. So I'm going to do that now. Let's have a look. It looks like we need a bit of grease around here again. So obviously around the edge. And rub that around like so. Yes, rub that for there. Then we go bearing, and then we go output drive, pin, it's got to be pin, nope, we go there, like so, gasket, so that's all in, nice quality gasket mind as well. And then we also go a bit of black grease around the O-ring, so just do that for there like so, pop that in. Then what goes next? There should be another washer here somewhere. Where's the other washer gone? I'm sure there was another washer. Okay, can't seem to find the other washer. Right, what is going on here? Have I left any in the bags? Nothing in there. Nothing in there. If I put a washer inside there is the question. No washers there. Well, they're two washers together, that's the question. I hope not. I really hope not. Right. Bear with me, guys. I'll come straight back to you. Right, okay, guys. First mistake was made. It turns out that my washer, there was two of them at the bottom. So, yeah. Long short, I've got my little washer there. Just gonna place that on top now. Okay, put my pin in. Like so. Where's the hole? There you go. And then put my sun gear on. There you go. So that's that built up. Just waiting on the diff oil a second, just because I had to refill it back up. Let's have a bit of a tidy up for you, because I did get a little bit on my mat. Right. Well, at least I know no. A little bit of a mistake there, to say the least. But yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. It's all part and parcel of building a kit. You get to know it. Right. Okay. Differential looks like it's about right. Let's center up this gasket a second, like so, and then place this on top. Make sure you're lining the holes up. Should be about right there. There you go. And then they give you 4 screws. Oh, 2mm driver. Was it 2 or 1.5? 1.5. That's interesting. Was it 2? Might be 2. That's strange. I'm going to need to find a screwdriver that actually fits you. Bear with me a second. Right. Definitely is 2. Just checked it. There you go. So I'm going to tighten them up in the star pattern. We'll say everything is going together quite nicely. I didn't expect any differently, to be honest with you. Something greatly satisfying about building kits, definitely. So take your time, guys. As I say, the one thing I've found here was obviously make the metal washers. All right, make sure that you've divided the two, because I didn't work that out for myself. And this is why we do the videos we do. Right, one there. do find it quite unusual that obviously this is the centre diff, and what's coming out the back of it is a dog bone. Very unusual, but I can appreciate the design on it actually, because going off like some of my armour trucks, the out drive, or what they call the input drive, that went into the gearbox on the back of, let's say, one of my 3S armours, that quite often rounded out. So with a dog bone, obviously you've got less chance of that happening, and it is all hardened metal. And there. And there. Remember, composite guys, you don't need to over tighten. And I will say, when it's not metal to metal, if you're using a electric screwdriver, just take your time, do it in sections, because what will happen is when you're putting your screw in, it'll heat up the composite, and then you might end up stripping the thread. Okay, so that's it all put together. As you can see, bearings feel a lovely quality. Differential feels tremendous. Really, really nice. So that's bag one, or bag A, should we say. So the next step is going to be bag B. So I'll tell you what we'll do it. We'll do bag A, bag B, bag C maybe, yeah, because I got a feeling that obviously it's just differentials to start off by the looks on things, but yeah, all built, nice quality, really, really nice, and the movement on the differential is really, really smooth. Okay, let's move on. Right guys, so bag B is actually front and rear diff. So we have done the centre diff. I'm actually going to do the whole of bag A. So on this video, that looks on things, we will do bag A and bag B. Let's get all the parts out. So as you can see, really nice quality metals. Anodizing is beautiful. Teeth are really chunky. Reminds me very much of my Team Associated stuff. The teeth are beautiful, really nice. No issues with that. Okay, that's one part. Diff cases, we'll put them aside here. What have we got? Pretty much the same there. So let's split that open. Now I'll build one, and I won't bore you with the second one because they're going to be the same. Right, all my O-rings are out of there. Get rid of the bags. If you've never done a kit build, guys, I would definitely recommend you do one. As I say, gratification is massive when it comes to building kits. The end product, knowing full well you're the only person who's actually laid their hands on it, because there is something to be said in having a kit. When you think about it, there might be a manufacturer's defect, or there might be someone in the factory having a bad day, and you know, things happen. But the beauty of this is, if there are any faults, it's literally just down to you. So the only person who would have touched the car is yourself. And there's a lot to be said in that, a real lot to be said in that. Oh, there's no ring there, we need that. 1, 2, 3, 4, yep, we've got that. Okay, sun gears, and then planetaries. Right, same thing. First things first, bag B, so it's pretty much the same thing, guys. Yeah, same as building this, but essentially without the spur gear on it. So all you're doing is building it with the crown gear. So I'll pause 2 seconds. I'll get them both together and then I'll come back to you in a sec. Right, guys, little tip for you by you when you're actually building your diffs. Right, what I would suggest you doing is get yourself a Sharpie. Alright, little Sharpie pen. Because bearing in mind, they're identical. Front and rear diffs are going to be exactly the same. So just write on there. For example, I put F on one and the diff weight, 100k. And then the rear is going to be 50. Alright, so I've written R, 50. And I know exactly which one's which. It's alright, obviously, with the centre diff. The centre diff essentially is a sort of item on its own. But the front and rear diff are going to be exactly the same. It's exactly the same as when I was used to build diffs on my other vehicles. I actually write down what they are and then I know. But yeah, I hope that helps some people. I'm not sure if other people have actually mentioned this, but it's something I used to do on a regular basis. Moving on, guys. Okay, so as you can see, I have got the crown gear installed. So that's all on now. Diff fluids are topped up and ready. So I'm just going to put this together. Now, make sure, one thing I will say, guys, is that make sure your diffs have settled down before you obviously put your crown gear on top. I'm just going to line that up a second. Like so. The good thing is you can see right the way through on these Tekno ones. So they shouldn't actually pressure lock if you get it wrong. You know, if you put... Let's have a look. So these should be... Yep, there you go. Right, same thing. Add your screws in. So I've got 100k in the front, 50k in the rear. Pop all my screws in. What I'll do now is once this one is together, I will build the rear diff and then report back to you, and then in the next video we'll be moving on to bag C, guys. Bag C, I believe, is the diff case and everything and actually putting the diffs in, and I believe is the shock tower, looking at the diagram here. So obviously I want to say a massive thank you to each and every one of you obviously watching the videos. All the likes, shares and subscribe to go on as well, guys. Absolutely amazing. I can't thank you enough. I do appreciate you taking the time out and watching these videos. Guys, what I'm going to do now, 2 seconds, I'm just going to press pause. I'm going to put them together. I'm going to crack on. We'll get the diffs together and we go from there. See you in a sec. Right, guys, so welcome back. Okay, so front diff all done. I've got to say, absolutely gorgeous feeling to the diffs. Really, really nice. Rear diff is done, 50k. As I mentioned, little tip, right rear, 50. You know then, obviously, out of the two, which one's going where. Bearings, it's honestly, guys, feeling really, really nice and taut. Just a really, really nice feeling to them as well. Got a bit of weight to them. Out drives feel lovely. I'm really pleased I picked this kit up so far. The quality of it is spot on from what I've seen from the differentials. Unusual design, as we mentioned, with the, as you can see, the dog bone poking out the end. So obviously that will then go into the rear diff cap, I believe, like so. So obviously one's going to go into the other. I think that's how it's going to work anyway. That's from what I can gather. What I'll do now, guys, okay, is I'm going to end the video. In the next video you will see bag C. We're going to move on to bag C in the manual. I want to say a massive thank you to each and everyone who are obviously watching the videos, all the likes, shares and subscribes. Really do appreciate it. Make sure you check the box for more videos. Till next time, guys, stay awesome. I'll catch you later.